Happy Sunday. Yoo-hoo! It's a beautiful day. My face is red and blotchy. I'm not exactly sure what caused it. Now, I recorded a video last night with this Ipsy icon box that I have, one of the big ass Ipsy boxes. And in the box was this pack of hydrating face masks. And I tried one because I got to that box first. I thought, let's try it. We'll try one of these masks. I'll put it on while I'm doing the video, and then I'll take it off and tell you how I like it. Anyway, I think there might have been something in that mask that's irritated my skin because it's been kind of jacked up ever since I did it. I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to do any more. It was a box of 5 of these masks. I think I'm going to give the other ones away. Every now and then I will try a skincare product and my skin just goes, oh, hell no. Get that shit away from me. It's not retinol. I've ruled that out. It's not that. I'm not sure, but every now and then I will try something and my skin gets very angry at me when I do it. So and I don't have any makeup on, and I do have rosacea, which I've mentioned before. So my skin every now and then just looks red. This is my face. This is what it looks like. I'm not dying of anything. I don't have an illness. That's just what my skin does. I get a little defensive about it. Is this where I need to turn? I'm going to Walmart. I have one little list of things that my son needs for school. He needs some graph paper, a pack of colored pencils, and one composition book. So I'm not going to make a video of it. I'm just going to go grab it. That's all. Right now, that's all I know of. So anyway, I wanted to update you on a couple of things. First, I wanted to answer a couple of questions about my situation with Crazy Lady. You know, somebody said, get a lawyer. You need a lawyer. Honey, I've been trying to find a lawyer for 2 months. Nobody. Now, if you haven't had to retain a lawyer in the last 10 years, law has become very specialized. And most lawyers don't handle more than they handle a narrow range of things. And what I've discovered is there are attorneys that will represent you in a 50B matter, like a domestic issue with a domestic partner, a spouse or whatever. I have a 50C restraining order, and apparently nobody handles those. I have tried to find an attorney to help me with this. I haven't found one yet. They all say, sorry, I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't handle those kind of things. You can't just go to a lawyer and wave cash in their face and you can hire them. Every single one I've talked to has told me, I'm sorry, I don't handle that. I don't know anybody who does. Because my next question is always, do you know anybody who does? I'm sorry, I don't. I can't help you. They've recommended that I go to legal aid, but I think there are financial requirements for that. I don't meet the requirements for that. And I doubt they would even do anything unless it was a domestic situation. They probably wouldn't get involved either. They look at it like, well, it's a neighbor. What do you want me to do? You know? So anyway, I've tried to find a lawyer. I have not been successful in finding one. Now for the criminal component, she has been charged with 4 counts of cyber stalking. And I have an advocate from the state that has been appointed to me as the plaintiff. I'm not the plaintiff. I think the state or the county is the plaintiff. I don't know. Anyway, I have a victim advocate that's been appointed to me. It's like a paralegal that gets appointed to you. I haven't even been able to find an attorney that would assist with that. They all say the same thing. Well, you have an advocate. You don't need me. I only work with defendants. There are plenty of attorneys. If you're a defendant in that case, you can find an attorney. You can't swing a dead cat without finding one. I mean, they're everywhere. But if you are not the defendant, there's nobody that's interested in representing you. They just say the same thing. I don't handle that kind of stuff. I only work with defendants. So that's why I don't have a lawyer for that. I've been trying to find one. I can't find one. They don't do that kind of stuff. So there was that. What was the other question somebody asked? Oh, obviously she knows about your YouTube channel. I promise you she doesn't. Because it was right before court, the weekend before court, she walked down my street, stood in front of my house, and told me everything she knows about me. She was in front of my house for 30 minutes talking to me. I was standing in my driveway with my son, and and she was standing on the street in front of my house. She told me everything she knows about me. And I'm standing there blatantly recording her, and she just went for it. No, I promise you, if she knew about my channel, she would have mentioned it. Absolutely, she would have mentioned it. She would have definitely mentioned that. She didn't say shit about any YouTube, anything. Now, how she doesn't know, I don't know. But no, she doesn't. It could be because she's 61 and maybe whatever she's searching is just not bringing that stuff up. I'm not saying that she's stupid because she's 61, but she does kind of have some boomer tendencies about her. She does. And she just hasn't put two and two together with it, which I don't care. I mean, if she finds out about it, that's fine. I don't really care. I mean, what is she going to do? She can't do anything about it. So no, I don't think she knows. I don't have any reason to think she knows about it. And even if she does, I'm not worried about it. I mean, it wouldn't affect anything. So yeah. So no, she doesn't know about my channels, this one or the other one. She would have absolutely said something about it by now. She's never once in all the 5 years that I've been dealing with her, she's never once mentioned it, and she totally would have, but she hasn't. So no, she doesn't know. I have no reason to think she does. But even if she found out, I don't care. What the fuck am I worried about? I don't care. What else? Oh, so I was going through my filtered comments. So on my other page, and I have this one set up the same way, there are keywords. If you use them in your comments, your comment will automatically go to a filtered folder. So it doesn't publish in the comment section of that video. It will go to a filtered folder where I can manually review it and decide whether to accept it or not. Most of them are fine. They just happen to use a word and there are certain keywords that trolls use, words and phrases, and I have them all you can add these little criteria. If they use this word, this phrase, whatever, put it in the filtered folder. And it keeps a lot of the bullshit out. I try to keep the comment section, not shitty. I try to make it nice, and so you can read through it and not go, oh my God, the hell? I don't catch them all. I try to keep that stuff out of the comment section. I've been doing it for years. And people have said, your comment section people are so great. Yeah, you don't see that other shit. It never makes it that far. I was going through it early this morning. I got up and I was going through it. And then somebody, every now and then this will happen, and it's always funny. Some random ass person will find one of my videos. I don't know how they found it. Maybe it was recommended to them. They find one of my videos and they watch it and they go, this bitch sucks. I hate this bitch. They'll say something like that. And then you go back down. So you'll see that in the filtered folder. Oh, wow, they didn't like me. And you go down and you start looking at the other comments, and this person has gone into multiple videos and left just mean ass comments like, so you discovered me and you decided you didn't like me. So your next move is you're going to leave a comment telling me that I'm awful or whatever. Then you go find other videos of mine just to say more. This person had gone into probably 15 of my videos and left really ugly comments. It's like, I hate this bitch. She's so stupid. What is she talking about cat litter for? She's a dumbass. But there was this one, and I don't know why. This stuff doesn't bother me normally. Every now and then, and I tell people this if they want to be YouTubers, you will get these comments. Everybody does. If you put content out there anywhere on social media, you're going to get these people. I don't know what their problem is. They will find you. It doesn't matter how good your content is. It doesn't matter. You will get these people and they will say these things to you. And there's no limit to what they'll say to you. They will say all kinds of shit to you. Most of the time you'll be fine with it, but if you're already having a bad day or you're struggling with something or you're stressed out, it may hit a nerve. Eventually there will be a comment that will hurt your feelings. And I've had that happen. I've had my feelings hurt plenty of times. Because there's no limit to what they will say. They will not pull punches. They will just say whatever to you. There is no limit to the shit they will criticize about you and comment on. I mean, they don't care. And it really says more about them than you. To try not to worry about it too much. I mean, this is somebody with problems, obviously. Try not to let it get to you, but I'm just saying eventually it will. This person didn't get to me. It was actually kind of funny. Like, how much time did you spend going through all of my videos? Thanks for the clicks, by the way. I probably made some money off of that. Thank you. How much time did you spend on this? My God. What in the hell? But then I got to this one, and for some reason it just cracked me up. There's this one, and it was just one line, and it was in all caps. The other comments were not in all caps, but this one video, it was a shelf organization video, and it must have really hit a nerve with this person, because it said in all caps, "You foul-mouthed country bumpkin." And I don't know why I read that. I just busted out laughing. 7 o'clock in the morning, laying in the bed, just laughing my ass off. Her pants are falling off. Her pants are falling off. Sorry. No, that wasn't the comment. Literally, that woman's pants were falling off. How can you walk like that? So, you foul-mouthed country bumpkin. And I read it in that voice. I need that on a t-shirt. Foul-mouthed country bumpkin. I don't know what I was foul-mouthed about, but apparently I said something that rubbed them the wrong way in that shelf organization video. It was from like 2023. I don't know. I'm not going back to watch it to figure out what I said. It probably was foul. Don't feed the geese. There is a, damn it, don't feed those geese. Look at this. There is some dingus over there feeding. Do not feed those damn geese. They're throwing bread out the window at the geese. These geese, okay, they're Canadian geese, and they are a scourge on this place. They are everywhere, and you can't do anything to them. You cannot assault them, molest them. All you can do is try to run them off. They shit all over everything, and some dumbass is over there feeding them. Why in the hell are you, don't feed them? Now, I know, I'm not saying that I want the geese to die, but you should not. They're still throwing bread out and they're gobbling it up. Don't feed them. Then they make more geese and they shit all over everything, and they walk out in the road and they get run over. This is Wendover out here. I see dead geese on this road all the time because they will just walk out in the road. They have no concept of cars or whatever. They just walk out in the road and they get flattened, and it's like a goose pancake. Feathers everywhere. You see baby geese get run over. Like, quit feed. They're still throwing shit out of the van. Don't feed them. Don't. We have enough. We have tons of these things around here. Thousands of them. You're not supposed to feed them. That's another thing. You're not supposed to do anything with them. God. I can't stand those damn things. They're here year round. They don't leave. They stay here year round. And they are a real nuisance around here. But you can't do anything to them because they're a protected species. Yeah. Quit throwing bread out the window. Anyway, so I'm a foul-mouthed country bumpkin. I know. Don't get mad at me about the goose thing. If you're mad at me about the geese, you clearly don't deal with these geese. They're like rats with wings. The hell are you? He's eating a Slim Jim. Doesn't he look cute? He looks like he's headed to Bible school. Where'd you park? Go over there and tell them people to quit feeding them damn geese. You see that? They're still throwing bread out the window, and those geese are just hoovering it up. Pissant. So anyway, I've just ruined my whole thing about the comment. I'm sorry. I got distracted. So yeah, I'm a foul-mouthed country bumpkin. I kind of take offense to that. Now, I would not consider myself a country bumpkin. I may sound like one. And that was something people used to say to me in Illinois. You have the cutest country accent. Well, you could take the town that we live in and put it in the parking lot of one of the Walmarts in that little town I live in. It's way bigger. Oh, they're leaving. You got them nice and full. Good job. You came all the way to Walmart just to feed those geese. They did. They're leaving. That's all they came here to do was feed the geese. You took time out of your day to come feed those things. You're not supposed to give them bread anyway. It's not good for them. Yeah, they just came here to feed the geese. Well, good for you. Got your gold star for the day. What was I saying? No, I have a Southern accent. It's not a country accent. Because there are plenty of people who live in the country who sound nothing like me at all. You got people who live in the country who have Northern accents. It's not, we don't just have countryside in the South. Y'all got countryside up there too. That's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, cute Southern or cute country accent. It's a Southern accent. A regional dialect from Central North Carolina that's dying out. The newer generations don't really have it, so I'm like a walking museum or something. I'm like a time capsule in a body. Yeah. Anyway, when I get mad, it gets worse, and when I emphasize things, I don't know if you've noticed, but it does sort of amplify it a little bit. But yeah, I'm a foul-mouthed country bumpkin. Yes, I am. And I need to get that printed on a t-shirt. That's funny as hell. So anyway, I block the person, and that's all you can do with these people. Just block them. Don't try to talk to them or anything. Don't let their comments ever see the light of day. Just block them and move on. That's really all you can do with them. So, and I need to get in there because I've got some stuff to do. My son has a friend in the hospital, and we're going to go see him in a little bit, and I got to go home and get some stuff done. But I wanted to mention one more thing, and this isn't related to anybody in particular. It's just something that kind of bugs me a little bit. You know, especially when I do jewelry videos, when I show the bags of jewelry, people will email me and say something like, hey, I really like that necklace in this video that you put out. I've been looking for one like that for years. Is there any way you could send me that necklace? Here's my address, if so. Period. And I get these emails frequently from people. Hey, can you send me that? And in the past, I would say, oh, sure. Yeah, I'll get that in the mail for you. And because I have it. Like, I got it. I'm not going to keep it. I mean, here's somebody who really likes it and would like to have it. Sure, I'll do that. So I will take time out of my day, and I will spend my money on packaging and postage, which, have you mailed anything lately? Holy shit. Postage has gone up. One single stamp is 78 cents now. And when I mail this stuff, even if it's just in a little padded envelope, it's going to be $6, $6 to $7 just to send it, you know, not even priority mail. That's just ground the cheapest way. It's going to be at least $6, no matter where it's going. Of course, the further away it has to go, the more it costs. And it does seem like most of the people who ask for this shit, they live way far away from me, so it's like the most expensive rate. It always happens. But anyway, no problem. I'll go ahead and send that out to you, sure. Usually there's no further communication after I say that. Sometimes they will respond and say, oh, good, I'm glad you saw my email, period. So I send it out. And that's it. And I never hear from them again. And sometimes I will follow up because I will think, you know, I'm kind of curious to know, you know, well, they've probably gotten it by now. I wonder if they like it. Like if they, you know, I hope it got there okay. First of all, did it get there okay? Did you get it? And do you like it? So sometimes I will follow up. Hey, did you get the necklace? Radio silence. 90% of the time, even if I follow up, I never get another response from them ever again. That's it. And it rubs me the wrong way. Now, here's what bothers me about it. The thing that bothers me about it is that, just trying to get their attention. The thing that bothers me about it is that there's no please, there's no thank you, there's no gratitude. And I'm not doing it for that. Like, I'm not doing it to get that. I'm not asking you to kiss my ass. I'm really not. I'm not doing it for you to say thank you or please. But it is just a reminder, literally 90 to 95% of the time, that people were just not raised with any manners. I mean, who raised these people? And that's just my first thought. Because I was raised to have manners. You say please, You say thank you. You let people know you appreciate them. You help other people if you can. You stop and hold the door for somebody. If somebody's struggling to get something off a top shelf and you can reach it, you offer to help. You take a minute to acknowledge other people in a kind way. My brother and I were taught that from the time we were little. And it just kind of becomes part of you. Like, it becomes a habit. It's not something you even have to think about. It's something you automatically do. But if you were never taught that, you don't know any better. Now, I think you can learn it as you're older, but I think it's easier if you learn it when you're little. And it's just a blatant reminder of how many people just have no damn manners. And I had it happen recently. Somebody asked me to send them 2 necklaces from a thing. And this just happened a few days ago. I sent them the necklaces. And I know they've gotten them by now. None of this stuff ever comes back, so I have no reason to think they didn't get it. I followed up, just a quick little email. Hey, did you get your necklaces? No response. No response. Now, if it were me and some person who doesn't know me, they don't owe me anything, sent me something like that for free, took their time and effort to send me something, I think I could at least be bothered to say thank you. I think I could at least do that. They have the time and the energy and the effort and the ability to send the email to ask for the shit, but they can't say thank you once they get it. And that's what bothers me, because it reminds me every time. I try to forget. I try not to think about it. But every time this happens, it is a reminder of how just awful this is. Like, parents drop the ball somewhere. Like, why did you not teach your children this stuff? I have tried very hard with my kids to teach them manners. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Hold the door. I've taught them door etiquette, like how to handle going through a door that you have to manually open. Pay attention to people behind you. If they have their hands full, take a second, hold the door for them. Don't brush past people. Go in the right door. A lot of people don't do that. Like, if there are 2 doors, they go in the wrong damn door. Like, you're like a salmon swimming upstream. What the hell? Your door is over there. What's wrong with you? Why did you go out of your way to veer over into oncoming traffic to walk this way? Are you spawning? What are you doing? It just chaps my ass, is what I'm saying. It chaps my ass. How were these people raised? You were raised by wolves. You were raised. Your parents failed you. I'm sorry. It doesn't take that much effort to teach your children to have some manners. And my dad always would tell us, he was fond of saying, it doesn't cost you 1 cent. It costs you nothing to say please and thank you. It's free. You have no excuse to not do it. To say please and thank you and use your manners everywhere you go. It costs you nothing. So you don't have an excuse to go out without your manners. Take your manners with you everywhere you go. Yes, sir. And I've tried my whole life to do that. Now, have I slipped up? I'm sure I have. I'm sure I was distracted and not thinking. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do try. I feel like I need to do a manners class. Like, I think there's a whole generation of kids that just don't know any better. Now, granted, we do have a selection bias with the people who send me these emails. It could be that the people who send me the emails, for some reason, are just less likely to have any gratitude for anything. Hey, I want that. Give me that. Okay? Sure. Radio silence after that. It is really, literally, it is about 90% of the time. 9 out of 10 people do that. I might have 1 out of 10 that will say thank you or please. They don't say both. They will say please or thank you, but that's 1 out of 10. It is ridiculous. They throw out so much bread, those geese are still eating it. Yeah, bread's not good for them. You're not supposed to give it to them. But anyway. They're geese. They could live off tin cans. They're like goats with wings or rats with wings. They just irritate me because they come and they land in my neighborhood and they shit all in my yard, and it's just, you can't do anything but go blah, blah, and try to scare them off. The cats are terrified of them because they're bigger than the cats. Cats are scared shitless of those things. They land in the yard. The cat's like, I'm not going out there. Go scare them off. You go scare them off. Scared of them things. Are huge. And they're not afraid of me. They'll chase you, man. They'll bite you on the ass. They don't call it goosing for nothing. They will bite your ass. I've come close to having my ass bitten by one of these things. I had one bit me on the arm one time. I was trying to shoo it off. It bit me. Little asshole. Ugh. All right. I got to go in because I got to go home. I know my son is waiting for me so we can go see his friend. Yeah, I got my little list here. And that's all I've got so far for supplies. There may be more. But right now, that's all I've got. Anyway, I just wanted to answer a couple of questions, give you a random update or two about whatever. And that's one reason why I always say thank you at the end of my videos. I try to remember to say thank you so much for watching. That's why I say that, because I want you to know that I do appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Please continue to watch if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. But I do appreciate you being here. Thank you. And to express gratitude to another person is just one of the most satisfying things to me. Just to let another person know, hey, you know what? I really appreciate you. I do. And I thank you for what you do. It really means a lot to me. And I'm not just saying that. It really does. And I say thank you so much for being here, because I want you to know that I'm glad that you are here. You know, if you've ever been through a period of time in your life where you felt invisible or unwanted or unneeded, I know I've been through periods of time where it would have meant a lot to hear that from somebody. So that's why I say it. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. And I don't mean I'm glad you're, watching me. I'm glad you're here on this planet. I'm really glad you're here. So thank you so much for everything. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.